Hello everyone, and welcome back to some Sims 4 speed building. So today's build is a little bit different than the stuff I usually do, because I usually do just kind of renovations or smaller builds. This is actually the first, and like not even just recording, but in general build that I have ever done from the ground up. And I think it turned out pretty good. This is my third attempt on this actually, so originally it started off as a small Victorian and it had a hotel next to it on like this type of block situation. It obviously did not turn out well at all, so I was like, nope. And then I was like, okay, what about this? So I built this entire like Italian villa and it was like really cool, and I actually still have it. I might upload it later, and I don't know. I never really stuck with it because it just kind of, to be honest, it sucked. I'm not like, oh, it was bad, but like it was actually good. No, it was actually genuinely bad. And I was like, I'll kind of mess around. So I was just kind of watching, I think it was Downton Abbey and stuff. And I got a little bit inspired, so I decided to build this like ginormous Victorian. And I really like the idea of renovating a Victorian and changing it into something brand new. So that's where this cat cafe idea came in. And I already had laid the foundation down because I was essentially, how I record these videos is that I build it all like beforehand, so I know it's going to turn out good, because if I build it on camera it's going to take a week just for the video. So I was like, I'll build it off camera and stuff and then take screenshots and rebuild it. So that's why it seems like I kind of have everything laid out and planned, because I do. This took me like 2 weeks. Oh my god. But I'm super proud of it, and I'm proud that you guys get to see it. And this whole idea is all thanks to Lunar Shinks, who is one of my lovely subscribers. And again, I'm so sorry this took as long as it did, but I hope you're happy with it because I love it to death. And I also tried something new with recording this video. So for the interior and stuff, I already had all the, you'll see it soon after this is like, the exterior part is done, but for the interior, I laid out all the rooms, like built them and stuff, put the wallpaper on them, and I laid out all the furniture in rooms that I wanted. That way I'm not just sitting there for like an hour trying to be like, oh, what pieces of furniture do I want? So yeah, that was kind of worked out for the best, honestly. Instead of like an hour for like trying to find stuff, it took me like 20 minutes because everything was right in the rooms already. So I might do that if you guys end up liking that style. If not, then like that's fine, but I'd prefer not to struggle and find stuff. Plus I have all the game packs, so it does take a while. And a little tidbit, but this build actually has some custom content. It's honestly, you could play it without the custom content and be completely fine. It's just stuff like, I have these very small lights and stuff, and those are custom content, but like they light up an entire room instantly and they're super helpful. I don't remember where I found them. I pretty much get all my custom content from the Sims resource or Peacemaker on Tumblr because he's awesome. And yeah, but gosh, I'm so proud of this build. Oh boy, this has actually been an interesting week. I wanted to work on this a little bit more, and then like school started up a few weeks back and stuff, and I've been kind of busy with that. I've had a few classes that are like, oh, I thought this would be easy, and it's not, because I'm only taking like 12 credit hours this semester because I'm kind of busy in other aspects of my life to really, because I can't take a semester off because I still want to graduate on time, but like, I was like, I'll just take a chill semester this one. So my major is geospatial technology, so I'm taking a few classes in that, and then I'm taking 2 history classes, which is my second minor, next to architecture, ironically. And so one of the history classes I'm taking is an astrology one, and I'm like, oh cool, like history of stars and cosmos and like scientific revolution and how that came to be. No. It is oh, it is a whirlwind of a class. First of all, it's an 8 a.m., so already that should have been like a red flag to me. Also, I didn't put anything up in this tower that we're looking at right now. Technically, you could actually renovate this for your Sims and turn this into a house very, very easily. So that's something I really am proud about with this build, but I actually probably could have sped the exterior up a little bit. Huh. Well, it's okay. More time for stories. Okay, so astronomy, 8 a.m. He doesn't take attendance like normal college professors. And it's weird for those of you who are younger and stuff in high school. You're like, wait, whoa, college taking attendance? Yep. Yeah, they do. Most classes. Anyway, so instead of taking attendance like a normal professor, he does pop quizzes in the morning over like our reading that we had assigned, and it's just like, oh, good. So if you don't understand the reading or are struggling with it and you have an 8 a.m. pop quiz like at the start of class, it's like, oh, this is terrible. I I had one. I got, I think, every single question wrong, and I was just like, I'm too tired for this. And I thought about dropping it or changing it, and then I'm like, well, it's kind of too late. We're already like 3 weeks in, so I can't really do that. But I just hope I pass. Like, that's kind of all I'm hoping for at this point. I expect to do well in all my other classes, so like even if I don't do super well in this one and stuff, like it won't bring my GPA down too much, which is pretty good. Because I got to start looking for internships this summer, which is kind of a poopy situation, honestly. Like, I'm excited for an internship, and there's like a few that I really, really want, but I don't know. I really love the part-time jobs that I have now, because I work at the local theater and stuff, and you're like, oh, theater, like movie theater. No, like the big musicals and like Broadway and ballets, and oh, it is absolutely incredible. The stories I could tell just from that job are insane. Like, oh gosh, what's one of my favorites? Oh, so I met Kristen Chenoweth once, who, if you guys don't know who she is my musical idol, and just like honestly the most kind, amazing, very small person that I've ever met. Very short, but like awesome, because I'm 5'2" and I think she's like 4'11". But just like, she was in the musical Wicked and stuff as Elphaba, and just, or no, not Elphaba, Glinda. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I need to go lay down now. Oh, I feel so bad for getting that wrong. But just so sweet and kind. She also like bridged into like TV acting and stuff, but she came by and did a concert and everything, and then she was signing stuff like outside of the theater, and I was working as house manager because I'm a house manager and stage crew and stuff, so I technically have 2 part-time jobs. But anyway, so as I went out there and everything, and she's signing stuff, I got her to sign a piece of paper for me, and I was like shaking. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, it's Kristen Chenoweth. And then like I went back inside and like I started crying, and I don't know why. I was like, what a weird thing to do. Like, I'm just sitting here crying while my idol's like outside. I'm like, this is just, I wasn't expecting to ever like fangirl that hard to where I cry. And bless my friend who was working at the time and stuff, she shoves me back out there and she's like, Christian, Jesse's crying. And bless her soul, she like hugs me and stuff, and it made my life. So I got a hug by Kristen Chenoweth, and that was absolutely incredible. And she's the best hugger ever, and she's, I love her. So kind and sweet as well. Just got like a good head on her shoulders. I feel like such an old person saying that, but it's true. She's great. But yeah, it looks like we're finally getting around to some of the backyard stuff. It's probably going to take me a little bit. But what I wanted to do was have some outdoor seating as well. You can't really take the cats outside with you because that's just kind of wrong. But like, plus we don't want the cats to get lost. But there is like quite a few sitting areas and stuff, and like a little wishing well. So if your Sims are there on a date, and let's say that they're wishing for love or whatever they're wishing for, I don't know what people wish for. But it's really cute and exciting. So yeah, I don't know if I showed the part, but like I struggle with some of the landscaping, and finally I just give up and I do it off camera because I'm like, I'm gonna be here for like another 3 hours if I'm messing with this. That's one aspect of The Sims that I really want to improve on, and I'm hoping these videos kind of help with that, because I'm not the best with the landscaping, but like I really enjoy it type of thing. So, oh no, here it is, this little L shape right over here. Oh, this is gonna be the death of me. So yeah, oh well. Oh yeah, I also added these flowers. I've been trying to do that a little bit more because it adds, even if you put stuff on top of it, it adds this sort of like texture base instead of just having it be normal green grass. So I don't know, I've been kind of really digging that lately. And then in order for it not to be as strong, I bring in the light purple flowers and stuff that's more the color of the grass that's already there and not the flower texture. Am I making any sense? I feel like I'm not. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of see it happening. I also size down these bushes a lot. I size down a lot of things, actually. That sounds so wrong. Oh, good lord. It's still early. I really wanted to get this video done yesterday, and I was working hard. I was watching A Handmaid's Tale and stuff, because I'm taking a break from Downton Abbey for a little bit. Watching A Handmaid's Tale, which I actually read the book in high school, so, like, I know how it turns out. And the show is, like, scarily accurate to the books, which I really love. Because back in high school, we were forced to watch, like, the movie of Handmaid's Tale, which was a little bit uncomfortable, and not quite as good as the show, obviously, because the show won like a Golden Globe. But anyway, yeah, this is the part where I struggle because I was like, something's not lining up. I get it to line up eventually. It's a little bit of a struggle. But anyway, yeah, so I was watching that. I forgot where I was going with this story. But it's good. It's really good. I recommend it. But I don't recommend it if you're squeamish, because it kind of deals with some subjects that are a little bit iffy. Like if you... I'm trying to think of a show I could compare it to. Probably The End of the Effing World, which is on Netflix. And again, I high-key recommend it because it was super, super good. Again, not for the squeamish. But like that's probably a show that I can kind of compare it to on a level of like the stuff they touch on. Yeah, so, okay, these little flowers and stuff form like a perfect little diamond shape. So I was like, what if I just put a bush in the middle and it'll all line up? And yeah, okay, so I skipped to this part right here because I was like, nope, okay, got it done. And this is where I start getting the idea of, okay, what if I put all the furniture off to the side and then bring it in? I think I saw, gosh, who was it? The Sims Gallery and stuff. Or the Sims, is it the Sims Gallery? She's on YouTube. She uses like a bunch of custom content and stuff, and she's an absolutely incredible builder. I 10 out of 10 recommend watching her stuff. But she always puts like all her furniture inside a room or outside of the room and then brings it all in slowly. That way it kind of like goes faster. So that kind of gave me that idea and stuff. My cat's like looking at me right now. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, I love her so much. They've actually lost a little bit of weight. I'm very proud of them. I've been keeping up with their diet food, comma, medicine. There we go. That sounds more like English. Knew I'd get there eventually. And yeah, it's good. I'm really proud of them and stuff. Sorry if I sound a little bit out of it today. I worked a 9 p.m. to midnight shift last night doing a loadout. And then I wanted to wake up early because I needed to go grocery shopping. I was completely out of food. It was getting to the point where I was eating like carrots for lunch and dinner. And I was like, I don't even like carrots that much. Like I like carrots, but only when they don't taste quite like carrots. Like whenever you make them in a broth or something and they got like that really good flavor into them. But like just normal carrots, I can eat about like 3 and then I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done. I'm talking about the baby carrots too, not a whole carrot because oh my God. So I went grocery shopping and stuff finally. Got sucked up in everything today, which is good because I've been procrastinating on that for a while. Speaking of procrastinating, I finally got my flu shot this year. And turns out I'm part of the 10% of the world that has an insane fear of needle injections. So you won't see me doing drugs or anything, which is a perk. But like, oh yeah, here's all the cute little tables I put outside. Yay! Oh, so cute. I love it. Anyway, so the fear is called like tanpanophobia or something like that. No idea how to spell it. You can just Google like fear of needles, what's it called, and it'll show up. But anyway, I got like insanely anxious because I had my doctor's appointment on Thursday, and I talked to her about the cough as well that I've been having. But I had that on Thursday, and Thursday's also my 8 a.m. class. So I was just laying in bed, and I went to bed at 10 because I'm like, I'm going to be a good kid. I'm going to get up early, go do stuff, and I was... I was just so nervous. I was like shaking and I couldn't sleep and I just kept tossing and turning and I was like, okay, this is really, really bad because I'm already on like anxiety medicine and stuff and I'm like, it's bad if you know like even a medicine can't help you. Okay, so here we're going to the interior, which I'll explain in a minute, but like, oh, this is really quick. This is kind of like the, oh gosh, employee room / check-in area and stuff. They got their coats, the little area for the cats back there. I included like a lot of shelves and benches and like small tables around this build just because like cats love to climb everything that they can get their hands on. Like the amount of times I see my cats on my upper cabinets are like on top of my fridge. And Minz has lately been obsessed with going inside of cabinets and jumping out at 2 a.m. and scaring me while I sleep. So cats are little devils sometimes. It's kind of, oh, what are my neighbors doing? They just dropped something on the floor. Good job, neighbors. But yeah, they can just be like little she-devils. Anyway, so I set up my doctor's appointment and stuff, and couldn't sleep that night. Finally, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay home today. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna get any sleep, so I'll just try and catch up on sleep. That's the #1 goal. Because, like, sometimes when you have really bad anxiety, it's good to just take a day and be like, okay, listen, I'm struggling today. It's okay if I'm not at 100%. Like, I'll be at 100% another day, just not today. So, oh yeah, here's where I was trying to figure out the current situation. But anyway, if I could ever finish this. I'm terrible about telling stories. I'm trying to get slowly better, but it's just not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, good Lord. So I get to the doctor's, which was at like 3 p.m. and I go in there and I'm physically shaking at this point and I haven't been able to eat all day. So like the number one thought going through my head is I'm going to pass out. Like she's going to inject me with a needle. I'm just going to be out. And I get in there and I'm sitting just waiting for the nurse and stuff, and the nurse comes in and she's like joking around with me and stuff, and then she's like, I can physically see you shaking. I was like, yeah. And she goes, okay, I'm gonna be right back and stuff, we'll just get it over with as soon as possible. So she comes back in the room, she has a needle and stuff hidden behind her back, and she's like, why don't you just like go on Facebook or something? And I can't go on Facebook because I forgot my password like 2 years ago, so I'm permanently locked out of Facebook. So you guys will never see me with a Facebook. Anyway, I was like, ah, crap. So I go on Reddit and stuff, and I'm just looking at like cat pictures or the corgi thread, and like I was so nervous, but it was over and it didn't even hurt, and I was like, really? So sometimes it just shows that what we think in our heads can sometimes be a million times worse than what's actually going on, and it's just, oh, it's one of those weird situations. Okay, so right here though in the build, we have the little cafe area, which has a small little kitchenette and everything in the back, and a little seating area. I liked, here, I'm gonna readjust my position because I've been sitting on my foot and that's gonna hurt whenever I move. However, oh yeah, I made a little cat climbing area. So I really like the show Friends and stuff, how they have those little couch areas that they can all sit on with like a large group of people and just kind of like their hangout spot. So what I tried to do in this build was create a lot of little areas around here that could be like a little hangout spot for a group of people. Like let's say your friends all want to sit on these purple pinkish couches and stuff, and they could, and that could be their hangout spot. So yeah, I kind of got inspired by that, and I had this little like room in this turret and stuff, and I just kind of made it another small sitting room. It's a little bit more, I guess, elegant and sophisticated than a lot of the other parts of the build. Sometimes I feel like I stray from the theme that I originally wanted to go with, and then I'm like, oh well, it's The Sims. So you also see a lot of these little cat condos everywhere. Because, again, cats love to climb. One thing I kind of regret about this build is that I put a lot of plants. And you got to be really careful with plants and cats. Because, first of all, cats can be allergic to some plants. That's why, like, if I ever go on dates and stuff, and, like, the few that I have to where they brought me flowers, I'm like, okay, but please don't. Because, like, I don't know if my cats are going to be able to handle it. I'm like, it's a super, super sweet gesture. But, like, I just worry about my cats more than anything in life, so like I always have to check what flowers they are and just make sure that my cats aren't gonna like be allergic or anything. And then oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like there are a lot of plants, but I like to pretend they're fake plants for this build. So, and originally whenever I was first building this, I had like 5 tables here, which like looked fine, and then like as I was rebuilding this, I'm like, I don't know how I got those to fit and stuff, and it looked a little cluttered, so I'm kind of excited that I only went with like a few. Plus, like if you think of it as a bed and breakfast, there's not gonna be that many people at one time in a cafe. Like a restaurant probably, but yeah. So if you go up here and stuff, what I should have done was create a room for the owners and stuff, but I'm pretty sure you could just like assign one of the rooms. It's really not that bad. But this is a hallway situation and stuff, which is kind of like an upper loft waiting room. And I have about 3 bathrooms up here, one for every single bedroom. And then I have kind of like a little cat hangout cozy area sort of situation. Kind of like their little house and stuff. And probably when I upload it to the gallery, I'll include like a little cat door maybe. Oh, probably not actually, because like when you think about it, if you want your cats to stay in one room during like nighttime or stuff, and you don't want the guests like messing with the cats at night, you can just kind of put them all in one room and lock it. They have food bowls and like a litter box and everything up there too. So they have 1 litter box downstairs and 1 upstairs, which hopefully should be enough for the cats and everything. But I think I might actually turn this into a house and stuff, do a renovation on my own, because the more I look at it, the more I'm like, oh, this would be a really cool house. You would just have to add like a few more walls and stuff downstairs and create like a living room situation. But as far as the bedrooms and stuff go, everything is pretty spacious. That's something that as a simmer and as like a person who plays the game and stuff, I really love builds that have a bit more room to them. Kind of like, I really, if I can get sentences out correctly today. Oh, here's some of the other custom content I use. It's just like toothbrush holders and stuff. So none of it's really like a vital things, just very small things here and there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so whenever EA always adds a new world or something and they have all their base builds, I love how much room they give like a bedroom. Like the bedroom's size of a miniature house. And just allows you so much freedom to kind of do whatever you wish with it and everything. And oh gosh, I struggle with those black curtains, but I think they look really good in the end. That's something that I really want, is some more curtains in the game, because although I feel like we have a lot and we do, I struggle to find the perfect curtain for what I'm working on and stuff. So like for these, technically they're supposed to go over like 2 windows, or like one of those weird windows that takes up 2 blocks. And yeah, I just kind of ended up combining them because I was like, I can't get this to work. And over here I was like, this would be a really cute little makeup table. I know whenever I go to like hotels with my mom and stuff, she always has like all her makeup and like her makeup mirror and everything on a little table. So whenever I was like creating this small bed and breakfast upstairs and stuff, I was like, I gotta make sure that people have space enough to put all their stuff or their luggage or what have you, because that's always a big thing and stuff. You want it to feel cozy, but you also want to be able to make it your own for as short of a time as you're staying. And yeah, I really like this gold color scheme. This is probably my go-to scheme for a bathroom, which I probably overuse it a little bit. I think I've done good about not doing that in builds, but like whenever I'm actually playing the game, this is kind of what I do. Just kind of have my little default and stuff. Another thing that would be really cool to add in The Sims, and I know there's custom content for this, so I should really just download that, but there's like a little toilet holder and stuff, like one that stands up and isn't connected to the wall, and I'm like, oh, that'd be just so nice to actually have, because like on those little awkward bathrooms and stuff, kind of like I just did and stuff, you don't want to reach behind you to grab the toilet paper, you just want to like reach to the side. That'd be like a really cool tidbit. If I could ever suggest it, I probably would. But like, I'm still too small of a YouTuber to really be like, well, I guess there isn't no such thing as too small of a YouTuber. But like, they're not gonna watch my videos. Let's be real. Yeah. So I also included a laundry basket in every single room. There is a laundry machine, like a washer and dryer, downstairs in the employee's office and everything. So I thought, you know, if they just fill that up whenever the maid comes around for the day and stuff, they can kind of gather the laundry, just take it downstairs really quick. It'd be cool if we had like a laundry chute as well. That's asking too much. That I fully understand. Oh yeah, there's also a space for their luggage. But that'd be cool just to like shove the laundry down the chute and just have it go to like a specific room. Oh, here's my favorite room in this entire place. It's a little cat room. I really wanted them to have the shelves and stuff to climb on, just have a bunch of like chairs and just scratching posts. It's a cat heaven. It is really a cat paradise. I even included a basket weave chair, or I don't think that's quite the way you say it, but because like a basket weave, that's when you're actually weaving a basket. You know what I'm talking, it's that thing. I actually have a little basket that holds all my stuffed animals and stuff that are like really dear to my heart in my room and stuff, and my cats scratch on that like crazy. So whenever I saw this chair with the laundry day stuff, I'm like, I have to include this in a cat build somewhere. So there it is, and they will scratch on that all day, because you can buy cats all the toys in the world, but they will still scratch on the stuff that they shouldn't scratch on. Oh, here's maybe like the one custom content piece that like kind of matters-ish, but like not really. Is those countertops. I just really wanted to change because I felt like I was using the same stuff and I was kind of losing my absolute mind. This, if anything, would probably be the people who live here like full-time, like the people who work here, their bathroom, because it's got more like homely stuff in it. So maybe the bedroom to the left that hasn't been worked on yet could be theirs, honestly. Pretty much any of the bedrooms could be. I always like to imagine the black and gold one as theirs, but yeah, you know, just kind of one of those things. Create it, make it your own. That's one of the fun things about Sims. So next week, speaking of Sims builds, I am doing a collab. So I have been working on it and stuff. My goal is to actually finish it today or tomorrow after the speed build is done and uploaded. And yeah, I'm doing a collab with the lovely Robo Dog and stuff. She is so sweet and amazing. I actually messaged her on one of her YouTube videos and I was just kind of like, hey, listen, that you're like a super awesome builder. If you ever want to do a collab, let me know. And she messaged me back on Reddit like that day and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I felt like really cool. I was like, squeak. I called one of my friends and I was just like super happy and giggling and stuff, and they're like, oh, Jesse. I'm like, what? I can't help it. It's awesome. So yeah, me and her are doing this little townhouse collab situation, which is super fun. I've got most of it done. I got a little bit left to do. So hopefully I should be able to finish today. And this last little room that we're working on, it's just kind of like a cool tea room, I guess, where you could just sit and have tea with like maybe, I don't know, a few friends. Just it's a very small room, but it's very quaint and awesome. And yeah, I think we're about into the screenshots. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me and being patient while I took forever on this build. And I will talk to you guys next week and stuff or in my other series. So please check that out. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, the whole shebang if you're new. And thank you guys for watching. So until next time, bye.